there yet. Here we go. We are live.
That
live
we
and
are.
direct. Hello, everybody. I just realized my Hazel rules aren't running, so I'm playing with those right now.
Was that you that just interjected that audio? I hope it was.
What are
I
you
just
talking
heard
about?
some weird audio.
I heard just a little blip in the audio.
Okay. It sounded to me like voiceover.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, to me.
Yes, we can see you, NASA Nut. Oh yeah, NASA Nut's in through the Titan bot on the website. Cool.
Oh, good job.
All right, so it is time for roll call. We've got Steve and Kevin and Donald Burr and Brett and whoops, they're moving around. And TJ and Mike McPeak is here again. Nuclear John. We've got Rose, Rick C, Sandy, Stefan Lesage is playing Black Desert Online, so I don't think he's actually doing anything here. And
so wait a minute. That brings up a question.
What?
Does anyone who is using Discord to do gaming, they appear here even though they...
No, he's got to actually be in the room too.
But I mean, his avatar appear or favicon or whatever appears. It just shows he's orange, which I assume...
He's here, but he's just not paying attention. I think he's doing something else.
Here means he's logged into the room, but just not playing in the room.
I guess.
Not typing in the room?
Yeah, I don't know yet. That means he's on probably on Twitch doing something, but I'm not sure what that means as far as what he's doing here.
I'm getting some weird stuff going on here.
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing, I think Dopey 2. Dopey, did you are you saying
doing TTS again? Yeah. I am not hearing him, but I don't have my sound going. I can take away Dopey 2's privileges to make sound.
Dopey 2, you shouldn't be broadcasting audio at this point.
Yeah, how are you
we doing that?
Audio?
Are we doing that? Allowing broadcast of audio?
No,
in Discord?
But, uh-oh. I don't think you meant to type that, Kevin. Okay, but TJ, how is it you were doing that?
It sounded like voiceover reading his chat room message.
There's text to speech.
Oh, and that's what it was.
But I don't see him writing it, the TTS. Okay, well, here, you know what I can do? I can go to server settings, roles. We'll take a look at everyone, and I will turn off TTS. And now it is gone. Whoops, save changes. And Steve's playing Cold Sores into the background. That's nice, Steve. Maybe you don't want to do that. Okay, TJ, try it again. See if it works. Could you hear him, Steve?
No.
Okay. So I have blocked.
I don't know if he did it. I'm not sure he got your message.
Yeah, he says he's still doing. He can still do it.
And then he
said, "Try it one more time." Yeah, no. Well, you abused the privilege there, dear. I have Steve and I have all power over this, so I turned off the TTS. It is kind of a cool feature. You type /TTS, and then whatever you type after that, it'll say out loud. But you're not supposed to be listening to that audio, Steve. You're supposed to be.
I'm not. TTS is different than audio.
No, I'm not.
A different path.
I'm not hearing it.
I don't have my audio enabled because I've got my audio going through a different path on Discord.
Huh. Well. Okay. Be careful, or I'll be shutting off animated GIFs next. Behave. All right, we should probably get started because this is going to be a long show. All right, here we go. Mute yourself there, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, February 18th, 2018, and this is show number 667. We have a giant mammoth of a show, so let me jump right into our early announcements here. First of all, Bart and I celebrated 50 episodes of Programming by Stealth this week on Chit Chat Across the Pod. To commemorate this momentous occasion, Bart decided to do something bold. He thought it would be fun to build a web app real-time from a blank page using only things we had learned in the last 49 episodes. He cheated a little bit using a new function from jQuery called eval, but other than that, it was all stuff we already knew. I thought this sounded dicey and wrought with failure opportunities, but it worked out really, really well, and it was super fun. We did it by creating a YouTube live hangout on air. So the video was actually recorded by YouTube, and I also recorded the audio in case you wanted to just hear what we did. I really think the video will be way more interesting because you get to see Bart actually doing the work, but we did our best to narrate what he was doing so that the audio wouldn't be too stupid. I had a blast, and I hope you will too. Check it out at the link in the show notes, or you can find it under either Chit Chat Across the Pond or Programming by Stealth over at podfeed.com. Well, this week I had the best time on the Daily Tech News Show. I know I always say that, but as the discussion topic, I got to choose it, and I chose to talk about an article that explained the 5 reasons why it's so hard to think like a scientist. The discussion came up because of how so often we think that an operating system or a tech product has gotten so much worse because we have anecdotal evidence that sways our thinking. To assist in analyzing why this is, Tom Merritt asked Dave the psychologist to help us. He's also known as Professor Dave Broadbeck. It was such an interesting episode. I highly suggest you check out DTNS 3222, the anecdotal antidote at dailytechnewsshow.com, or look for the episode from Friday the 16th of February of DTNS in your podcatcher of choice. Okay. What is it I needed to do? Oh, there's a dumb typo. I entered 2 with TO instead of TOO. There we go. I'm going to do one more announcement, and then I'm going to do a chapter marker.
So John had a question. People that are just going to your webpage, the NosillaCast live page, and using Discord there, they want to make it bigger. So I suggested downloading the app. Is there a better way? I guess, could you go into another web page?
Well, what you could do is you could hit Command Plus might make it bigger. That won't give you more room. It'll just make it bigger.
Yeah, I think the problem is on your page, it's the combination of your video side by side, the chat. There's just not a lot of real estate for the chat. So
he doesn't want to look at us?
No. What? No. There's not enough room to see everything going on in the chat along with the video, all compressed into one.
So what is it he wants it to look like?
I think he wants to pop it out as a separate window. So I don't
understand. He must be on a giant screen. He must be on a giant screen. Well, then he should do the app, because that's what the app is, right?
That's what I suggested. He wants more of the chat. I'm not sure if I'm not sure that's his machine. It could be a work machine or something where you can't load apps sometimes. If I make it big enough for the big screen, then it's a really bad idea for the
for small screens.
Yeah.
So I have to go somewhere in between. I can't do both, really.
I guess what I'm asking is, could you open a tab in the browser?
Actually,
and have that, and just go to the web page version of Discord, and have that side by side as a separate tab.
Yeah, actually, you can log into Discord in the web. It's a web app too, so you don't have to. No, don't keep saying right. I'm saying something completely different than what you're saying. Terry, open a second window the same.
John.
Okay, John. Open a second window in this in your web browser or a different web browser, and go to discordapp.com or discord.app or something like that. Discord app. Yeah, you might have to create an account to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's enough options. That's all I got for you. If you don't want to create an account, I get that. That's the only way. Through the Titan bot is the only way to go in, I think, for that. But you might be able to use the Titan bot at Discord app. I'm not sure. I don't know. Not sure how that would work. Probably not. No, that wouldn't work. All right, let me get this last piece in, and then I will do a chapter marker. All right. Here we go. Mute, please. Well, this week, Don McAllister published my video tutorial of the iOS app Focus on Screencasts Online. This is an amazing app that works with dual lens iPhones, so iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus, and 10. I'm really proud of this particular tutorial, and the feedback has been amazing on it. But let me give you a little bit of an idea of what Focus is. Do you remember the Litro camera that took the world by storm because its proprietary image format allowed you to change what was in focus after you took the photo? Well, it never became really popular because it was proprietary. Focus, though, allows you to do this same thing, change the focus point on portrait mode photos taken by one of these dual lens phones. And that's not all it can do, though. You can change the virtual aperture of the image, thereby changing the depth of field. You can simulate anywhere from an f1.4 lens up to f22. You can even change how the background, the fuzzy part, the bokeh, looks by simulating famous lenses. You can change how far forward and backward that fuzzy part is in the image using an amazing visual representation of the depth data that's stored in HEIC photos. You can even change the shape of the bright lights in the background to new shapes. They can be circles or ovals, all different kinds of shapes. But you can even do some fun stuff like you can make the little tiny lights, you can make them into Apple logos. That's goofy, but it's pretty cool. I've embedded the video preview of the tutorial into the show notes, but you can proceed over to Screencast Online from the provided link in the show notes to watch the whole video for free with his 14-day free trial of Screencast Online. I don't want you to go do that, though, because you'll probably get hooked when you see how much amazing content is on Screencast Online, and then you're going to want a subscription unless it's your birthday coming up and somebody's going to give it to you. It's going to cost you money, but it's really, really good. So whatever you do, don't go over and watch my entire video. All right, there we go. I still hear a lot of that hiss on me. Okay, what's up next? Now I can start doing stuff. Okay, it's time for the August. Oh, I'm going to do my August Smart Lock one, which is like 100 years back. Between Steve and all the work he's doing and Alistair getting ready early for when he's going to do the show while we're out of town.
You got a double save and
a chapter mark. Okay.
Reminder from Wingman.
All right. Well, right after I said I was going to do a chapter mark, I forgot. So good thing.
Yep. Wingman's earning his keep.
You betcha. Wait a minute. Is that way? Does this work? Okay, URL title and link. Yeah, that works. Okay. All right. Now where'd the smart lock go? Here it is. Preview. Nope. It's not it. Is that it? Preview. There we go. All right. And mute. Not like that hiss. I think my mic input's too high. Lovely will fix all this. I don't like how loud it is. Come on. That's a lot lower, but I hear less hiss. Uh-oh. I'm watching you, Kevin. That's funny. Okay, now it's too quiet. That's going to bug me. All right, we'll just live with it. Here we go. Come on. Come on. There you go. You can do it. Steve and I have been moving very cautiously into having a smart home. We started with a smart smoke detector with the Nest, then a couple of Hue light bulbs came on the scene. We added a couple of Wemo switches somewhere along the line, and eventually a couple of security cameras, as I've told you about recently. The one thing that really gave us pause, though, was the idea of a smart door lock. But then I heard about how people can take a photo of a physical key and create a duplicate physical key. Heck, there's even apps for that. So we're not necessarily more secure with our physical keys. Then I started talking to that crazy Joe Duganzik of Smarter Home Life, and he talked about his cool August smart lock. I was jealous, but I still didn't jump. Then I listened to a podcast, and I wish for the life of me I could remember which one it was, where they talked about someone testing a whole pile of smart locks and determining which had good security models. The August smart lock that Joe had talked about was on the good list, not the naughty list. Additionally, the August smart lock is HomeKit compatible. It isn't the only smart lock that's HomeKit compatible, but that definitely played into our decision. If you're a fan of Alexa, by the way, Alexa can play with the August devices as well. So for Christmas, I asked Steve to get me the August Smart Lock Pro Plus Connect. Tell you what that is later. I figure he'd only let me have it if he was willing to have it on the front door too. While I got it for Christmas, even then we had trouble getting up our nerve to actually install it. But then, as you heard last week, we talked to Lisa Oslin from August at CES, and she just pushed us over the edge. We were finally mentally ready to do this thing. Now, I do actually have a real problem to be solved other than wanting to be one of the cool kids like Joe. Every afternoon, I drag poor Tessa out on a long walk. I carry my iPhone in my spy belt, and I have no pockets in my shorts, so carrying a key to the house is a real big problem. My solution? I leave the front door unlocked when I go on my walks. Well, what if I didn't have to carry a key, and yet I could lock my front door, or better yet, what if it locked automatically? All right. I was worried that changing out the lock was going to be a big ordeal. Now, as is true in most households, Steve and I argued about who would get to do this. I'm sure most of you husbands and wives all have this same kind of argument. Now, in an odd moment of compromise, we decided to do it together. Now, I assure you, it took longer than necessary because of that decision. Well, the August Smart Lock works by replacing the thumb latch of your deadbolt on the inside of the door. You must have a separate deadbolt from your regular door handle to use this August Smart Lock. In fact, I highly suggest you check the compatibility info before purchasing this. We didn't check it, but we did get lucky that it worked. Note that I specifically said that the Smart Lock goes on the inside. The outside of your door has zero change after the installation. So nobody's going to know that you have this Smart Lock. You still have a deadbolt with a keyhole, and your key still works. So in the event of a power outage or dead batteries, you'd still be able to open your door with a key. Well, I wouldn't because I don't carry a key, but you know what I'm talking about. So again, since there's no change on the outside, no one's ever going to be able to know that you have this Smart Lock. And that makes me really happy. You guys aren't going to tell anybody you have a Smart Lock, right? All right. Well, I got to tell you, installation was a complete and absolute breeze. August gives you a big strip of tape to put over the outside of your lock. That's to hold the mechanism in place and maintain alignment while you take the inside part off. Steve added some painter's tape to be sure it held in place. The next step is to unscrew the thumb latch mechanism on the inside of the deadbolt and simply pull it out. August supplies at least one little metal plate that replaces the thumb latch and provides a base onto which you're going to mount the August lock. Now, I say at least one because the instructions in the app and online said we'd get a couple of different options with colored screw thingies, but we just had one and it was adjustable to line up with the screw holes with just that one. So I have a feeling they improved it since the documentation was written. Now, I got to tell you, I spent 5 times as much time reading the instructions as I did just screwing in that plate. The August Smart Lock itself is a big cylindrical doorknob that's either dark gray or silver, depending on which one you bought. It's 3.5 inches in diameter and sticks out 2.25 inches. Now that sounds huge, but it just barely covered up the area where my thumb latch was originally mounted. It does stick out quite a bit more, but it's not like we need space there or anything. The mechanism to connect the new doorknob to the plate we just screwed down was quite clever. The August doorknob has 2 little flanges that you simply flip down to hold the doorknob to the plate installed underneath. Once the August doorknob has been installed, you can physically turn the knob and lock or unlock your door with that giant knob. Again, power outage, fire, just turn the handle. The August Smart Lock mechanism actually physically turns that knob and engages and disengages the deadbolt using 2 AA batteries when used as a smart device. They could not have made these easier to replace, by the way. The front circular plate of the doorknob that provides access to the batteries is held on magnetically. So if you push anywhere on the face near the edge, it pops open and into your hand, revealing the 2 batteries in place. Now, the hardware setup was super easy, and shockingly, so was the software setup. The August app automatically asked to access our HomeKit data and interestingly asked for access to my camera. Turns out August requires all users to upload a security photo so they can more easily identify each other when sending and receiving invites. Well, that sounded like a good thing. So you can't invite other people into your home to be able to share your door lock. Next, an email was sent with a code for verification. From there, it told me to stand near the door and it scanned for locks. The app found our new lock and asked me to give it a name. There was a firmware updated for my lock, available for my lock immediately, and I found that very comforting. You want your smart devices to get firmware updates, right? The right answer is yes. Well, my August Smart Lock came with what they call a door sense device. This is a little module with a magnetic module containing, like I said, it contains a magnet that you can either stick next to the lock or embed inside the door jamb. and its purpose is to help tell you whether the door is open or ajar. Steve drilled a hole into the door jamb and embedded it in there, and we followed the next step to calibrate the DoorSense device. One of my favorite things about setting up HomeKit devices is how the app will ask you to scan a little 8-digit code that's on the device, and boom, the device is authenticated to HomeKit. Another security point there. Well, at this point, the August Smart Lock will work when I'm standing next to the door using Bluetooth, but it will not work when I'm away from home. One advantage of having a smart lock is you can let someone in while you're away, and you can give people temporary privileges to go in and out. That's why Airbnb uses August smart locks. I already used my Ring Video doorbell notifications to ask my neighbor to pick up my packages. Now I can say, okay, when you're there, ring the doorbell and I'll let you in. Or when I see her get there, I'll let her in, and then she doesn't have to ever see me again when I come back home. Well, in order to get access to the door when you're away, you do need to install another device called the August Connect. That's what at the beginning I said I have the Smart Lock Pro plus Connect. The Connect is a Wi-Fi module that you plug into power near the door, and it relays information from your network to the August Smart Lock. Setting it up to connect to my Wi-Fi wasn't too hard, but we're pretty used to these things being a nightmare. You press a button, you wait for a blinky light, tell it which 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network it should use, wait for an error, rinse and repeat until you beat it into submission. Oddly, after doing that dance a few times, just like we have with every other smart device, it came back and said it was connected to my 5 gigahertz network. So go figure. All right. Finally, we can talk about how awesome the August Smart Lock is in day-to-day use. I am absolutely in love with this device. I put the leash on the dog, I open the doorknob, and I walk out the door just like I used to. But when I'm about a house or two away from my home, it's on a timer thing, I get an alert on my Apple Watch and my iPhone telling me that my house has been locked. I get back home and my door unlocks when I walk up to it. Boom, all problems solved. Well, one problem was introduced. Both the August app and the Home app send me a notice every time the door is locked and unlocked, and they both send the same messages to Steve. We like that, but we had to turn off the August notifications because that was just a little bit too much. Now, if auto unlock makes you nervous, you can turn this feature off in the settings. Without it, you open the August app on the iPhone and tap a big red circle and the door unlocks, and the big red circle gets replaced with a hollow green ring. The August Apple Watch app will also unlock, but connection from the watch is so slow, it is actually faster for me to dig out my phone and unlock the app. There's also a setting to decide whether or not you want the lock to make a noise when it unlocks and locks. You think that all of the notifications would be enough, but the sound of it unlocking is a pretty little chime, and when I hear it, I know Steve has come home, and it makes me happy. We talked about the DoorSense Steve embedded in the door jamb. Remember, the red circle means the door is locked, and the green hollow circle means it's unlocked. When you open the door, the circle turns yellow-orange and becomes more of a thick dashed line. If the deadbolt is thrown while the door is ajar, the thick dashed line is red again. Now, Terry Austin saw this article, and he asked me to test whether it would let you know that you left the door unlocked, like whether you'd get a notification after a while. And I have not gotten it to do that. But I'm wondering, there might be a way with a scene or some automation in HomeKit to find that out. So I've got more experiments to do for him. Well, there's a lot more options in the settings for the August Smart Lock, but one in particular makes me nervous. Remember I said the door locks when I leave? That's because I've turned on the auto lock option. It's on a timer and I set it for 2 minutes. Now, this is great for my walks, but I could imagine scenarios where this could be a problem. Let's say I go out the front door just to take in the trash cans. I wouldn't bring my phone with me for that, but what if my neighbor stops by to chat while I'm out there? I might be locked out of my house. Now, I wrote this up in the blog post, and I forget who pointed this out, but they said, but Allison, you wear an Apple Watch. You could still open it with your Apple Watch. And they're absolutely right. I would have to wait for the Apple Watch and Bluetooth and all that to connect, but I would not be locked out of my house. So if you got an Apple Watch and an iPhone, you're golden. Now, if you've been thinking about getting a HomeKit or Alexa-capable smart lock, I think the August Smart Lock Pro plus Connect for $249 on Amazon Prime is a fantastic device. Go ahead. It's not scary at all. All right. Wow.
It's not scary at all.
Wow, you guys been yapping 131 messages since I started recording that. What have you guys talked? Give me the synopsis, Steve. Did I miss anything?
It's just a lot of chatter. But I think a lot of people are coming over to our house because
Oh.
Kevin he's got the code to our August smart lock,
Mm.
and he's coming for a visit.
Oh, that's great.
And several people want their car waxed, including Kevin and Sandy.
Allison answered my text in the middle of her talk about the smart lock. I didn't answer a talk. That's weird, John. I didn't write anything to you.
So TJ used or renamed himself Podfeet for a little bit, which I warned him is not a good idea.
Okay, guess what I can do?
Yeah,
I can change the server settings so that actually he's going to get his own role, and I'm going to take privileges away one by one after he discovers them.
You do have to be careful, TJ. If you exercise too much of this, you will get put in the corner.
And I would rather you keep something consistent so we know who you are.
Yeah,
I guess
it's better to keep your name.
But
it's better to keep your name the same and not jump around with your name.
That would make me happy. All right.
Now, George has been known to do it once in a while, but
he always uses okay in his things, which is what TJ just used. So one might look and say, okay, oh, that's him. All right. What is next on my list? Preview here. All right. I get to take a break, and we're going to have Lizen Wireless. Okay. Where are my... Oh, I had that all open. Large video. I closed all my Finder windows, and I closed your recordings.
Uh-oh. You got them all, right?
Yeah. Boy, does that work better with the way you're doing it now at the top level. That makes me so happy that you did that.
Good.
Because I used to have to dig every time. Now it's one level in. All right, let's hear a little bit of Lizen. A little bit.
Did you change your volume setting?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, when you're talking.
Why do you ask that?
You said you heard kind of a hiss.
Yeah, no, I started to, and then I didn't like it. But you know what? I didn't put a chapter mark in there. Is Liz in all caps? Yeah. Boost. Do you hear that hiss?
Only when you talk.
But you do hear it?
It's kind of a little fuzz on your voice.
Yeah. Wonder if I'm overdriving this. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight from Lizen to Wags.
All right.
Okay. I don't know if I have anything brilliant to say about Lizen. It was cool.
Yeah, that was the first place we talked to.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting in the context of the Eargo. It's $150 headphones, right? Or 200, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me hear how the end goes.
A much cheaper alternative.
Yeah. That sounded okay, didn't it?
I didn't hear
back to back.
Didn't hear anything.
You guys can't hear playback?
No, something has changed.
Something's changed. I checked. I didn't know all this time you haven't been hearing it. Wait a minute. No, Rick said he heard it earlier.
No, it was just recently, just the past few minutes. Ever since you stopped the last live talk session, yeah.
Well, that's odd. I can hear playback, but I lost Steve.
Oh, okay. All right. I did mute myself in Discord, so I turned myself back on in Discord.
Okay, so now you're back on. Can you guys hear Steve?
I'm sure you can hear me now.
Well, that's probably why you can't. Okay, so tell me if you guys can hear this. This should be playback now.
Nope. No playback.
I can see that my little thing is green, so it says it is. Yeah, Nuclear John can hear it. Rick can hear it. Like playback's good on Discord. So you're.
I'm not listening on Discord. I'm listening to the Google Hangout, and you want it in there because that's what's recorded on YouTube.
Right. Then you should have never heard it here.
Never heard what?
Now you'll hear. You would have never heard it here the whole time in the Hangout. So let me play back now. We're dog nerds, so
there you go.
Check out the.
Yeah, that did it.
Okay, so it's the Hangout that wasn't working.
Right.
You didn't have your headphones on over there, or mic, and that's why they didn't hear you.
Right.
Whoa.
Two different things.
Yeah. So you want to listen. You should be listening in the Hangout to make sure I'm not screwing up, and you should be talking in.
Yeah, I turned off Discord. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm back on Discord.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So now the question is, how is this transition sound? So this is going from Lizen into Wags. All right. Great. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
I saw a sign here that said, "We're dog nerds." So how's that?
Yep.
What?
Yep. That was fine.
Okay. The beginning is getting cut off. Oh, in fact, you don't have your audio settings done correctly, Stephen.
What do you mean?
Go down to user settings, audio and voice and video.
What are you talking about? Discord?
Yes. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm here. Never mind. I'm not hearing you through Discord. So I don't know why your voice was doing that.
What's the problem?
You were just, the beginning of your voice was cut off. So you were saying yep, apparently, and I was hearing yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Brett's reminding chapter marker.
Thank you.
Good job, Brett.
The way I've done this now, it's just going to be, oh man, I've only got one article now, other than, I've got like an hour long, I'm just going to bang these all one after another. So we're going to go straight from that into Miraviz now. Do you guys like it when I break it up and talk about it? Or should I just...
I think it's nice to add a sentence or two between them.
That was not the answer we were looking for.
Well, that would break them up, right? You said break up.
I know, but it wasn't what I want to do.
Oh, you wanted to hear no. You don't.
Yeah, I wanted to hear no. Because now I have to do a bunch of work because the way I just did that. All right. Let me do this. Now it's going to be hard because I've got the chapter markers in place, and so I should take this. What happens if I?
Oh, while you're doing that, I need to show everyone my
lights.
My new lights. Okay, so while I'm talking, we just put the hue light in my room here. So I'm just basically going around the color wheel.
That's nice, Steve.
I just turned it off somehow.
Well, here we go. I will now show you guys how I can turn Steve's light off so he stops screwing around.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't. Okay. Shh. You're the one who's making me talk some here.
Shh.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Now, I think that Lizen interview was really interesting, especially in contrast to Eargo that we interviewed and we played for you much earlier. So Eargo is a real hearing aid. It's $2,000. It does a lot of really cool things. It's invisible. Lizen is a completely different thing. It's a completely different beast. They're Bluetooth headphones that you can use to improve your hearing. So they call them hear pieces. You know, they talked about it that way. And I think that's a completely different beast. And you're only talking about a couple $100 instead of $2,000. So it might be something that's good to try. But I mean, they look like you're wearing Bluetooth headphones. So they don't look like hearing aids either, but they're definitely not invisible. I also thought it was really interesting that they worked so long as hearing amplifiers, but they didn't work very long as just regular Bluetooth headphones. So, I mean, it didn't sound like it was out of bed with what regular headphones do, but still, it was just kind of an interesting contrast, I thought, between Lizen and Eargo. All right. That gave you some stuff there. Now I'm going to take, it was Wags. Oh, shoot. Ah! What's going on? Where'd Lizen go? Which one's Lizen? Wait, Miravis? Okay, I've got a problem. Did I oh, I forgot to put in a chapter marker for Wags. That's why. I think.
Rush Sherman just popped up. Are you
really?
Hey, Rush. Welcome.
Rush. Oh, he woke up Tessa.
I better go get that collar off.
I got it. So this is going to be Wags. Okay. I better check this. All right. Okay. Let me check these intersections right now. It's not scary at all. I'm in the list.
.biz.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Now, I think that Lizen Lizen and Ergo. I saw a sign here that said. All right, and then so I got to go past Wags. Is that Wags?
What was Ergo? Did you say Ergo somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about the contrast. Ergo was the
the other.
The true
the really expensive ones.
Right, the $2,000 ones. Okay, so now I got to say something about Wag's Smart Collar. I don't even remember what that thing is. What was different about it?
It had GPS. Actually, it had a cell connection. So basically, you could track your dog. It had a video link, so you could see what the dog is seeing. Pretty advanced collar. You can open dog doors with it. You know.
Did I make a joke in the middle of the real video about how many people are losing dogs on Nextdoor?
I think you did.
Okay, so I'll remake that joke because that's the only thing I can think of. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Mute, Steve. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm not sure Tesla needs one of these, but like I said, the people on Nextdoor are always talking about how they lost a dog, found a dog, lost a dog, found a dog. Maybe if you've got that much trouble keeping track of your dog, Wags is the thing for you. Well, if you've ever thought that you wanted to sit down with somebody and watch TV with them, except you don't want to watch the same thing they want to watch, you might really be interested in this next interview. There, how's that? And then we'll go
not bad.
Miraviz. Now, where did the Miraviz? Okay, there's the chapter marker. I got to move it to there. All right, now let's go listen to that transfer. Okay, that wasn't. I haven't saved in a really long time. In this next interview. Now, this one might only be fun for the people on video, but we're at a company called Miraviz, and I'm with David Jang, and we've got two projectors here looking at the same screen. Hey, you're behind, Steve. We're on Miraviz now. Keep up, keep up. Okay. Well, I thought that technology was really, really interesting. I'm not sure it solves a problem that I have, but it was really cool to see something like that was really, stepping out from the kinds of things that you normally think you would be able to do, and kind of more in the vein of CES, something wild and crazy. What do you mean you have a screen that two people can sit next to each other and watch different things? It was really, really cool to see in person, and like we kept saying, it was really bright. I mean, it was the one thing you usually seem to lose in those things. You lose light. This, you actually kept a lot of light. All right, let's listen next to GE and their connected lighting. What am I doing? I'm just winging it there.
Not bad for going off script, Pod Feet.
On a wing and a prayer, get it?
Mm-hmm. Let's pray this works.
Is that my I'm hearing, is that my blanket?
No, the blanket's out.
Oh, what's that making noise?
Chapter marker. Kevin reminded us.
All right.
You got that?
I'm actually in the process of putting it in. I might like to show off my blanket. Sandy would appreciate it.
You want to go get it?
Yeah. How about when I'm done in a minute?
I could drape it behind you.
Okay. That would be great. Ian, they're connected lighting. Well, everybody knows that GE brings good things to light. So we're talking to Alicia Gower in the GE booth about some of their connected lighting.
Yes, and this year in 2018, we're pairing great light with voice control. So two things that you use every day, your voice and great lighting, and turning them into just really great lighting products that'll unlock outcomes for you throughout the day, throughout the home.
Okay, well, so what makes this different than just having a plain old light bulb hooked up to a Google Home or an Alexa?
So the smart home is a really confusing space for consumers today. There's a lot of pieces, parts that they need to.
I thought you were going to get the blanket.
You want to do it now? I thought you said the end of the show.
I did. But then I thought you left for some reason. I looked over and so I was just playing.
Still here.
All right. So it's time for Patreon. What's that? Nothing. You know, TJ finds the most interesting things. How are you doing that blue, yellow, cyan? He really pushes. You're an experimenter at heart. What's that, Steve?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that awesome synopsis. Save. All right. Here we go. Mute. Our awesome NosillaCast Way of the Week is Clinton C. McDonald. Good man Clinton went over to podfeed.com/Patreon and clicked the button to make a small weekly donation to help support the creation of all of the Podfeed podcasts. Now, I only charge patrons when I published a NosillaCast. Of course, the other shows have expenses associated with them as well, but it would be a nightmare for you guys to predict your costs if I split it amongst all of them. And that's the real magic of Patreon. You set the amount of money you want to spend, and only you are in control of what that number is. Now, it's kind of weird for the content creators. We get all kinds of goofy, weird amounts of money. We never know exactly what it's going to be, but that's fine for me because this won't work if you don't have control of your own money. I mean, that only makes sense. So thank you to Clinton and all of the other awesome patrons who help to keep this show going through their monetary support. Now, I haven't mentioned lately how great the Amazon affiliate links are doing because the Patreon has been on fire, but you guys are absolutely rocking it, checking out the products I linked to on Amazon in the blog post. I haven't checked lately, but I think the funding from Amazon, the funding from Patreon are kind of running neck and neck right now. So please do only what you can afford to do and do it the best way for you and your family, even if it means just telling a friend about the awesome shows over at podfeet.com. Okay, here we go. I think Steve's talking, but he's muted, so that's not working out too well for him.
TJ's putting a lot of stuff out there, but one thing I just noticed is a tiny little word edited on one of his posts. You can go back and edit a previous post in Discord. I didn't know you could do that.
How do you do it? TJ, you got to teach us.
You just put the three little dots, make them appear on the right, move your cursor to the three little dots in wherever you type something in Discord.
Okay, so I have to type something in Discord first to get some dots.
And then get your three little dots and then pull down to
edit. Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
But I can do this. I can pin.
Yes, you can pin. So what does that do?
But only me.
Yeah.
See all the pins. But where does it go? Oh.
Probably at the top, right?
No, yeah, there's a thing for pinned messages at the top. Oh, that's awesome. I should unpin that. Okay. I don't think anybody else can pin, right? Did he tell us how to make our things different colors?
Yeah. About 3 or 4 posts prior. Shoot like this.
Like this. But blue, yellow equals cyan. I don't understand. How did he make those things 3 different colors? That doesn't tell us how he did it. Does it?
Not sure.
No, it doesn't. I don't think he told us. Okay. So you guys can see the pins, right? Can everybody pin, or is that just me and Steve?
I think what he's saying is if you type in the words blue or yellow or cyan inside those brackets with the MD modifier, it actually displays them as such. So the MD must change the font color.
No, that didn't work. Markdown? That didn't do it.
No. You have to probably put MD like 3. He's got 3.
I see.
3 tick marks MD, then the brackets.
Oh, wait, that's tick marks. That's it. The ones below the escape key. 1, 2, 3, and then MD. You have to put you probably don't need to.
He's saying no, it's code markdown.
No. How did he tell it?
Did you try the?
I should probably finish the show and quit screwing.
Yeah, we can do this later.
Like, squirrel. All right, here we go. Com. Okay, there we go. And now I gotta go find Bart. I could play Bart while we do this.
Is this security bits coming up?
It is, and it's a long one. That's going to take a while to come in so I can play around with this. So what did he do? He made 3 tick marks. Whoops. Oh, I'm editing my, maybe it's like this. Maybe this is what he means. Nope.
Did you put the tick marks in?
Oh, I misspelled yellow. Maybe that's why.
Yellow.
Oh, you know what? I just found a faster way to edit. Hit your up arrow.
Okay.
If you hit up arrow, it automatically starts editing the last thing you wrote. Cool. Nope. I don't know how to make it yellow. I learned how to make it markdown, but I don't understand how he's making it be a color. Lately, all security bits have been long. Yeah. I think we get going and have too much fun.
Is this the video one?
No. The video. This is an hour and 14 minutes of security bits. And don't anybody say it should be a standalone show. Right about there. Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time for Security Bits with Bart Busschots. What's shaking today, Bart?
Lots of security news is shaking.
Oh, good. Well, let's kick in. All right. The end.
Then it points out, although they're long, they're valuable.
Yeah, I never seem to get bored listening, so I figure as long as...
I think some people just come for security bits.
That's right. Hey, nobody reminded me to
chapter mark.
Yeah, well, now it doesn't count.
Kevin probably did. We just missed it.
There we go. GE lighting would be a best spot for me to find that. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we need to do that. Remind me to do that thing to that's wrong. Sorry, I just noticed a typo. Where I count the number of things at the end of the show.
Say that again.
I need to count the number of separate articles to see if I have the right number of chapters.
Got it. That'll prevent. That's a good check at the end.
Yeah. Okay. So now go to the end there.
Again, is to stay patched and stay secure.
All right. Actually, I could just do this here. I'm going to talk on the wrong channel. Here we go. Mute Steve. Not like that. That's bad. Don't do that. Can't record on that channel. You need to record on this channel. All right, here we go. Well, that's going to wind us up for this week. Do not forget to send in your dumb questions, comments, and suggestions by emailing me at allison@podfeet.com. And you can follow me on Twitter @podfeet. Now remember, anything you're looking for probably starts with podfeet.com/something. You looking for Patreon? Podfeet.com/Patreon. Want to join our Facebook group? Podfeet.com/Facebook. Want to join our Google Plus community? Podfeet.com/Google Plus. Want to get into the live chat during the show? Podfeet.com/chat. Want to go click those Amazon affiliate links? podfeet.com/Amazon. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show, head on over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic NosillaCastaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. And I said it wrong.
Like when you said GE brings good things to light. I thought I thought you were doing that on purpose.
Yeah. No. Is it good things to life?
Yes. But it's perfect for lighting.
It's a good pun.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, they may change it.
Looking for. Okay. I got to find this error here.
I'm going to go get your blanket.
Podfeet.com/Patreon. Want to join our Facebook group? Podfeet.com/Facebook. Want to join our Google Plus community? Podfeet.com/Google Plus. Okay. This is where I screwed it up right there. No. Okay. Here. Split you there. I'm just going to do that piece. Want to join? Oh, that's too fast. Okay. Move you out of the way. Want to hang out with all the cool kids on our Discord channel? Go to get into the live chat during. I accidentally didn't play that enough. In the show, podfeet.com/chat. Okay. I think that I can split that. Get rid of that. Let's see. Oh, wow. That doesn't scroll down. Didn't scroll down there. Okay. Let's see how that sounds. That might not sound good at all. Let's see. Google Plus community, podfeet.com/Google Plus. Come on. Hard to place the cursor exactly on this app. There we go. Podfeet.com/Google Plus. Want to hang out with all the cool kids on our Discord channel? Go to podfeet.com/chat. Want to go click those Amazon affiliate links? Podfeet.com/Amazon. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show, head on over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic NosillaCastaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. Okay, I saved it. Yes, this is my blanket, but I'm not allowed to show it to you yet. I haven't done my chores. I have to do my outro.
Wait, so you are showing it to us.
I know, but I don't get to talk about it. I got to do this. I got to work on this still. So let's see. You know, it's weird when we were, I was just thinking about when we were talking about the chat, even though about the fun things that TJ is finding that we can do in the chat. If I'm talking about that, the people watching the video can't see that because we don't show my screen. Listening and stay subscribed. Yeah, I know.
Well, we could go back to the old method. Remember years ago, we used to embed the chat in the video.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that with Hangouts, though.
I think
you'd have to create a different video feed.
No, you use these other. There's tools that'll do it.
Okay.
Hang on. Stay subscribed. All right. There we go. Yes, this is my binky. Oh, we got to count first. All right. How many links should there be? I think there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? What are you laughing at?
I was watching a replay of the video where I put the Afghan on you.
You're a dork. Okay, so now I can show this off. It's very exciting. So it's a pretty easy Afghan pattern. It's got these little zigzags and it's got a little exciting, these holes and stuff. But Sandy, the fringe thing around on this drove me out of my mind.
It's making a little bright.
What do you want me to do?
Back up. There you go.
I can't see it. The problem is pattern. I know it is, but the sides were real easy. That part was real easy, but the ends were a nightmare. This end and the other end don't actually even look like each other. They're similar, but not the same. This
Who
end
looks
is
at both
different.
ends of an Afghan at the same time?
I don't
anyway?
know. I hope Nikki does it. I don't know. But it's very soft and it's very yummy, but I hated doing it.
I think that 6-inch or 4-inch border took us longer than the entire Afghan.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did. I tore that border out probably 20 times. I'm not kidding. I brought the instructions were just this long riddle of stuff you had to do. It wasn't like normally they would say, okay, on the end do this, and then a separate section on the side do this, and a separate section on the other end do this, and a separate section go on back up. But they just put it all as one giant long run-on sentence. So I'm drawing lines and brackets and trying to separate it. Then I started drawing diagrams. Then I rewrote it. I wrote it out separately. I mean, it was horrible. It just drove me nuts. And I've been looking for a place to like review patterns. I want to say this is the worst thing I've ever worked on. It was just terrible. I finally finished it, but man, that probably took me more than a month to do the border. And that should have been, the afternoon.
Yeah, that was bad pattern writing.
Yeah. Okay, so I did do that. Now I got to do the audio. Well, we are done recording.
Oh, did you get a match on the count?
I did.
What was the final number?
6.
Only 6? Really? I counted 10.
Yeah, well, you probably counted all the little links at the top. I don't usually do. I don't do
August Smartlock, Lizen, SEO
I don't
tutorial.
do chapter markers for all of those.
Oh.
So I just do blog posts.
Oh, okay. I think your audience would like everything.
It's good that you guys have me on audio where you can't hear what I would actually say to Steve.
And it's good I'm not in the same room.
I might let you have Focus separately, but this week, Don McAllister. Yeah, that's actually the Focus one. That one wouldn't be the worst one to do. I'll let you have Focus.
For Don.
But I mean, it's really, in reality, those are like links to other places. But all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you a 7th one. Copy link. Fine. Okay, so it's really the URLs that'll be helpful there to jump right to the articles.
Right.
Do you guys, any of you guys use the chapter marks? You guys enjoy them? I want everything. I think Kevin's feeling better. Oh, I already exported the file. Dagnabbit. Now I got to do it again. Okay, that's it. You can have 7, no more. Export. Save. I was all ready to upload. All right. I think we should call it. It is 5:57. Oh, I listen while driving, so chapter markers don't work. Well, but sometimes they can be helpful if you want to go back later and you want to find an article. Now they're just they're links in there too, which is kind of cool. If I'm on my iPad, yeah.
If with chapter markers, you can skip to the next one, right? Without actually...
No, you can't skip.
Oh, shoot. Well, why do you have them in there?
So they can go back and listen again.
Oh,
or find the link to the blog post.
You would never skip. You would just repeat.
Yes.
Got it.
Jeez,
well, we got to be careful what we say around here.
Really? Really, Steve? Is that a news flash for you? You're funny. You haven't learned by now after how many years? Coming up on 35 years of marriage.
35 here in March.
Yeah. You want anything for your anniversary present, Steve? I'm sure Kevin could think of something.
Yeah, I just want to be able to put colors in my chat.
Yeah, how come you didn't help us do it? Okay, I think that's ready to go. Let's start that production now. Oh, wait. Okay. Start production. All right. Start. There we go. All right, guys. Well, let's see. I want a second. Wait a second. It's not working. Me too. Colors. Okay. Now we can all play. All right. Now that I'm done. This is the end of the official show. So tell us how to type it, TJ.
TJ. And you don't have to use all caps.
Somebody's been married to you for 30 years, Kevin. That's a trial right there. I'll tell you. I haven't killed Steve yet, but 25 years for Rush. Wow.
46 for Sandy. Well, I think she's got us all beat.
Winner, chicken dinner. We'll just skip over what Brett wrote. Okay. Is TJ holding out on us? He showed me how to find out.
He's still typing.
If you hold down / it tells you things you can do. I know that. He showed me that one.
There are so many people typing. It just says several people are typing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I love how exciting. 39 for Rick. Rick beats us too.
All right. Three
Okay,
back
three
ticks.
back ticks.
No
so
space.
that's the thing under the escape. Okay. 3 back ticks.
Oh, it's got to be a back tick.
MD.
Oh, I was doing the apostrophe. That was the problem.
Insert blue here. Insert yellow here. Insert cyan here. But I don't want to write exactly what you wrote. Blue, yellow, equals cyan.
Return.
I don't want to. And then close bracket and then 3
He
back
didn't
ticks.
say return.
So mine isn't working.
All right, let me try.
Yeah, Nuclear John's isn't either. Okay, John didn't put the sign in quotes, but get up on file, trying to follow conversations. The program jumps so much when multiple people talk. So that isn't working. All right. Rose is writing blue and backslashes. So the backtick on the US keyboard, Rose, is under the escape key. MD is not on a new line. I didn't give it a new line. You can see it all. It does appear to be showing markdown. Okay. Steve trying no space, just right after it. Right after
what?
Oh, no space right. Well, but you just did it with no space. So let me try it again. Okay, so if I get rid of the space.
Probably not, Sandy.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it too. Yeah, Rose may not have the same. After the 3 backticks, no space.
Oh, Rush got it.
Rush got it. Okay, Rush, maybe you can explain it to us. What is he saying? And what does that even mean to say blue, yellow equals cyan? What is it?
I think it's just a demo of the colors.
I know, but why is one of them in equal quotes and the equals and all that?
I'm not sure why that even, that format looks weird. Okay, Rush, it's on you now.
Okay. Seems you ought to just be able to put one of the colors in. Nope. Come on, Rush. Don't hold out on us.
He's typing.
Shuts up then, Kevin says. What did Kevin do wrong? I didn't think he was misbehaving, was he? He gave us a video. Oh, wait. I can't hear you on video. I'm going to mute my... I got to mute my headphones on... Oh, wait a minute. I probably don't want to hear what he has to say, do I?
You've seen it in text.
Oh. I can't hear him. How do I mute you over? If I could mute the Hangout. I froze the Hangout. How do I change? I go like this. I am going to change my headphones to something stupid so that I can't hear you. And now I can come over here. I can set my settings to where I can hear what's going on in here. Change that. I'm getting really good at all my different sound effects now because I change them so often. They're always wrecked. Okay, now I can play Kevin. No, I can't. Wait, what? I right after I saw how good I am at this. Oh, there it is. Allison. We should have that as an animated GIF now. Okay, but now I got to go back and change all my settings. So has Kevin told it, or has Rush told us how to do it yet? Rick C's got it down too. Come on. Everybody's got it but us. All right. I lost. Now I need to be in me. Go back to my user settings, change my audio, video, change that back over to that, and close that. And now I can go back over here, back here, and I can change that. And now I can hear Steve again. MD, not MD. That doesn't mean anything. Tick, 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 MD, not. Okay.
Oh, I think there needs to be a line feed. How do you get a line feed without, if you hit return, that
maybe you do an enter? I mean, an option enter? No. Command enter?
So there's in different
Control enter?
lines.
Here's in Happy Feet. Bye, Ian. In the iOS, none of the colors show up. Okay. Shift enter. Okay. Ah.
That would have helped.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So that was the
Rose is getting close. It's got to be a there's got to be a line feed on the last one too. Thank you, Rixie.
So if you hit enter or return, you just send the text. So you have to do a shift return.
No, Rose, you got marked down, but you didn't get the colors yet. So you have to put a line feed after the greater than symbol too. So now I want to understand what this is actually doing.
So yeah, so MD and the 3 backticks MD is on the first line, the blue, yellow, cyan's on the second line, and the 3 backticks is on the third line. Those have to be like a nested little code thing. You can't do those all in one line.
Okay. It turns out you don't need the greater than, less than either. He's just doing that to be weird. It's just MD.
You can just type any colors.
Yeah.
Try red.
There. Oh no, it did. It got rid of the blue, but that's weird.
I didn't see what you typed. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but so I'm going to take a screenshot then, and when I do this, okay. Sorry, I left my cursor in a bad spot, but then I hit enter. Now it just shows blue inside the brackets. But why does the yeah, there you go. You got red. But why does it have
No, mine wasn't red. Mine looks blue.
Oh, yours is blue, but you wrote the word red?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you manage
how
that,
that
Steve?
happened. I don't know.
Well, hang on. No, I can't go back and edit it. Okay, never mind. So I've got to go. Shift enter. This is good video for those people not seeing it. So red. Yeah. So what is going on?
So TJ says it's looking for it's looking at syntax for MD, then code highlighting.
Okay, but why is red not red? Okay, now Nuclear John has red that's orange. Steve and I have red that's blue.
At least his blue is blue. So I think the first word might be different than the second word. The words have the
word order has meaning.
Yeah, it's right.
That is really bizarre. Well, the good news is the show finished. We've taken so long. Wait, what the heck? That's not good. It just didn't accept. Oh, that was strange. Huh. Okay. So now I have the, let's see, downloads. Tell me if you figure anything out, Steve. I'm going to work on the
okay, you keep
podcast in the meantime. You guys crack the code yet? All right, gonna have to break down, read the syntax. Seriously confused. Yeah, what's your source of information? Where are you finding these tricks? Or would that ruin your magic? That's how try typing CSS instead of Markdown. What? I'm completely confused. All right, I think the show is ready for me to stick into feeder. All right, I think I'm going to call it. We can stay and play around in the chat, but I'm going to cut off the video because I need to pay attention here and finish the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. This was a lot of fun. Boy, things are hopping in here compared to the IRC. So, but I have to traditionally say goodbye to Rose. Goodbye, Rose. Okay, say goodbye, Steve.
Good night, Gracie.
Goodbye.